You might as well.
I just wonder
Everyone's
if
like
maybe people
settling
are
into their voice chats. I'll start the stream and let everyone like get in when they're ready.
yeah.
Okay, so apparently Fent Master's having some trouble
Okay.
logging on, so um okay, wait 1 second, I'll be back.
All right.
Oh, how's your Sunday been?
Good. Good. It's just been cold. It snowed last night, so we had some snow on the ground this morning that did not go away because it was so cold. And otherwise, it was good. We did some last minute gift shopping. Bought a gift for Hayden's or my son's. Oh, I already said his name now. His my son's teacher. And a few other people. We also have a white elephant gift exchange this Thursday, so doing that.
White
and get-
elephant.
What's that?
Heard of that before. You
How
say
does-
white elephant exchange.
Yeah, white elephant gift exchange. This is basically how it works. I don't know if you're familiar then. So basically, everyone brings a gift and they put it in a pile, and then you take turns picking out a gift, not knowing who it was, what it is. You pick it up. You pick a gift. You open it, right? And then you choose to either keep it or you steal someone else's gift, essentially. And whoever you steal that gift from has to take your gift, essentially. And then you kind of like go down the line. So then the next person goes and grabs a gift from the table, unwrap it, and then they decide whether they want to keep it or they want to steal a different gift. So you kind of like go down the line and do that.
Yeah.
It's interesting.
Is that like a replacement for Secret Santa?
Yeah, I guess it is kind of like Secret Santa, except you're not assigned to anyone in particular, and you just bring a gift that's under a certain amount. I mean, for work, it's usually like wine or some type of liquor, or it's like lottery tickets, or something like that. I'd say those are probably the most popular items that people bring for like an office white elephant.
Yeah.
Lando fan, what's going on? Cyrus, what's going on? Zane, Davis, DJ. Oh, DJ, by the way, you're racing, aren't you? Oh yeah, you're in here. Good. All right, cool. This is the league, guys. So we are doing 25 laps at Mexico as week 6 of our league race. I wish I remember who's actually leading right now, so I could have had that information. We have DC with us right now. He's going to help commentate. I am not going to be racing. I have Eltheniel that's going to be subbing in for me, which we're going to kind of alternate races that we're going to be racing. So today's going to be my day off, and I'm going to be commentating so you guys can see some of the front of the pack instead of just constantly seeing the back of the pack while I'm racing. So.
And Examined is going to be commentating as well.
That's
Yeah.
Yes,
fine.
it will be.
Yes. Everyone gets to hear what Examine sounds like. All right. How are the
Goodbye.
how does it look? It looks like we're
Mark
just
is still an unknown. Fence
Okay.
is, I think, working on it.
Okay.
And that's pretty much it. So not much to worry about. I think we're decent,
Okay.
possibly.
So you may have to race then. Is that correct, Examine?
Well, worst case scenario, Fent can't fix his problems. Then I need to put in another reserve.
Yeah.
But I'm planning to take over for Mark if I have to, I guess.
Yeah. Davis, to join the league, just make sure you are on my Discord. So join my Discord first, and then there is a channel called, what is it called? Apply to join
Yeah.
channel, and then fill out the form, and then we can add you as a reserve. There's always someone that can't make it, so I think there's probably a pretty good shot that you'll be racing at some point this season. But the seats are currently filled, but we could take plenty of reserves. I mean, we're
Drivers actually
still
take care of
okay
that.
on time. It's still 9:07, so we give it another few minutes. And that goes for anyone else.
Waiting
Anyone
for
else
this
wants
next.
to join the league as a reserve, then more than welcome to. Just follow the steps that I just had. We also are thinking about maybe doing 2 divisions, depending on interest for next season. So, if you can, just be a reserve for this season, that'll at least give us a good head count of, whether we can actually do 2 divisions for next season, and then we can go from there. It looks like we're just waiting for 2 more folks, and then we'll go ahead and get started. Oh, just FYI, guys. So, we changed a safety car. We changed it to, what was it officially? Heightened? No, increased. It was in standard. It's now at increased, guys. So, if we don't see a safety car after this, I don't know what to tell you guys. So that is one change. I also want to mention that I did hint to everyone that there was going to be potential of rain. And it does seem like there might be some rain happening later on in the race, the second half of the race. So just letting you know.
Actually see the clouds on their way.
Yes. The radar has shown that maybe in the next 30 minutes, there might be some rain coming in Mexico. What's the Toffee asks, what's the ruling on cheating? Like how allowed?
Cheating? Like,
No cheating
Almost
unless
Toffee I'd say almost
any
0
bribery
because we
comes
have
our way.
probably the best. We have like our FIA is better than the actual FIA. So I'd say there's almost a 0 chance you'd get away with it.
yeah, I love gifting
yeah,
penalties.
I
I'm
think-
so generous.
You might be
Yeah.
right with that.
Yeah.
That's a great opinion. I agree.
Alex, thanks for the heart. Wheelbase R21. Rosa.
Here, let me check in with the other guys again.
All right. Yeah, thanks for holding tight, guys. We just have a couple more people that we're waiting for, and then we'll go ahead and get started with League. Examine off the top of your head. Do you actually? I guess I could pull up the Discord. Just a recap on how the league is doing. So I guess Pablo is still in first, despite now being a reserve. So I guess by default, I'm Vexen is currently leading the driver standings with Mark in second and UW in third is the current top 3 of the driver standings so far through week 5. And then from a team perspective, Ferrari is up front, followed by Racing Bull, and then Mercedes rounding out the top 3. So that's where we are with the league.
Wait, you gotta stop the timer.
Yeah.
Yeah, we cannot have that timer go off. Yeah, nobody should be readying up until we're actually ready. I don't know. Mark is still unknown, and Fentmaster is still dealing with that problem. So I don't have 2 reserves right now. I don't know what to do.
It's a problem
Uh,
that Fen has.
It just keeps connecting. It won't actually like finish joining. It'll just say connecting constantly. So, I only have a replacement for one of them. I don't have. I'm not like the other one's not responding to me right now.
Okay.
The other replacement is in the mirror, bro.
So, Examine, do you want to fill in for the other one and then check in with the other replacement?
Yeah, I might have to.
Okay.
Okay, I could get if I guess because Daniel's not responding to me, I could get a driver for Fence if it's required, but he's not in the list of our. He's not one of our reserves. He's just one of my buddies. Yeah, right here.
That's okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess Fence
Yeah.
internet isn't working. per Fever and Toffee.
And might need to like do a proper restart. He's got just about enough time to do so.
Okay. Let me talk to him one more time.
Yeah, it's one shot qualifying and 35% race is our league. McDonald's Wi-Fi isn't responding. That's so funny. What's up, Jose?
Gonna be in a bit. It's gonna make a drink.
Okay. I don't know. It sounds weird saying that, so I'll just say 814. So 814, we try to make the teams as even as possible, and there's a wide range of ability in here. So there's some really, really good guys. Like the top 5 probably are like pretty good drivers. Whereas, I think there's definitely people like myself and a few other people that are still figuring it out. But we intentionally try to keep the teams as even as possible. So we intentionally put like the best guys with one of the bottom guys and so on and so forth. It kind of went down the line so that everything's fairly even, so it's not lopsided. So, but with 2 divisions potentially, and the second division being something that's maybe slightly casual or more geared towards people that are not as good, we may end up changing that rule for next season. But more to come on that. This is our uh, our initial first season, so we're still trying to figure things out. But I think so far it's gone pretty well. And I see Examine has joined in Aston Martin. So I guess we're only waiting for one other person, it looks like. Italian, thanks for the finger heart. Appreciate it. Oh yeah, I can go through the top 5 again. So just another intro. So we are doing week 6 of League Racing. This is the Average at Best Racer League of Extraordinarily Average Racers, which is obviously just a joke because there's some awesome drivers in here. Week 6 is at Mexico. It looks like they are calling for rain in the second half of the race. We'll see how that goes. Also, in terms of standings, from a driver standing perspective, I'm Vexen is first because Pablo is now a reserve and he backed out. So I'm Vexen is first, Mark is second, UW Sosa is third, Light is fourth, and B Dot is fifth, with Toffee, Dylan, Ivan, Chris, and Pitbull rounding out the rest of the 5 from a driver's perspective. All in the top 10 are solid drivers. So, and then from a constructor's standing perspective, Ferrari is 1, which I never thought I'd ever say, but I guess anything can happen in a league. Racing Bull is second, Mercedes is third, Aston in fourth, and Williams rounding out the top 5. And Racing Bull at the bottom. Who would have thought? And again, today is one of the weeks where I will not be racing. I will be commentating the race and spectating, and I will be having DC with me in the commentary box to hopefully give you guys some entertainment while everyone's racing. Also, again, just another great opportunity for people to see some of the great racers we have in our league and not just watching my screen, which is typically somewhere in the middle / back of the race. So Matin, thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. Okay, we're still waiting for one more person. We're just gonna have to make sure we give Fentmaster a really hard time when he gets in for holding us all up. Dynamic Duo 1441, thanks for the share, appreciate it. hopefully we'll get started with the league here soon. So a big difference with league versus open lobby is that there are stricter rules. So corner cutting is on strict. We just upgraded safety car to increased. We also have griefing off as well. And also we have damage on standard too. So those are some of the main differences between some of the open lobby settings that I have. They're more for like casual than compared to what we have in league. Also, we have a very robust FIA team that consists of Examined and DC and myself in a lesser part. And we do not play any games. Everyone in the league can tell you that we take our job very seriously. DC, what did you make to drink?
No, it's just a juice. Actually, just that's all it is.
Oh, okay, got it.
All I need.
Alex said, somewhat decent FIA. Look, we try to be as fair as possible, but, you know, we take every ticket that's received very seriously. We look at replays, we look at both sides. Not only our replays, but, you know, both of the drivers or whoever's involved in the incident. We look at both of their replays as well before we make a decision. And we really put a lot of thought into it, so. Zach, I have it set to 50%, and it's an R21, so 10.5, roughly. Geo, thanks for the follow. Lando the Goat, thanks for the follow, appreciate it. Clip, Ethan, this is a Mozavision GS wheel. Ken, yeah, thanks, man. Appreciate seeing someone that sees me on YouTube. I feel like it's one of the avenues that's kind of lagging behind compared to TikTok. So, HHG, thanks for the follow. Pitax, appreciate the follow. John T, thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. Oh, you tried 100%? Which wheelbase do you have? Do you have the 21 as well? For a sim.
Alrighty.
Hi. Hooray!
I
we
had
got
to replace
somebody.
Fence, and I'm going in for Mark.
Hooray!
So, this is so rough.
This
so
is
rough,
gonna be
can't believe it.
amazing. All right, guys, we're readying up.
Who's ready
Hold on,
for
let
a
me
safety
go ahead
car?
and
That should be fun.
spectate. Wait, how do I spectate on?
It's been an honor. I'm gonna lose my FIA job based on my performance today. That's shock.
Do I automatically
Um,
spectate or? Hold on, let me just make sure. I'm automatically spectating, right? If I'm.
Where are you? You can just click F2 on the keyboard, or I don't know. There's a spectate button.
Oh, there's usually a spectate button on here, isn't there?
I mean, for me, if I press F2 on my keyboard, it changes me to spectator mode.
I feel like there's usually a button. Well, I mean, if
Just
I'm
say
not
at the bottom
on a
of your
thing,
screen.
then it should be okay. Oh yeah, that's right. 33. There you go. Got it.
Okay, good.
Sorry,
Yeah, so
I couldn't see it. It's my wheel is covering like the very bottom of my screen, and that's where it was. All right, cool.
Yeah.
All right, everyone ready
Now
up? We're good
join
now.
My radio. Yep. Best of luck, people.
Thanks, Doffy. Appreciate it. I legitimately couldn't see it. It's like right over top of my screen now. All right, cool. All right, I guess Examine left. All right, it's just you and me, DC. So how do you feel about Mexico?
I don't mind it, you know. It's one of those circuits where it's unnecessary to have DRS because you can be a faster car. You can have a faster car mechanically and with your setup.
Yeah.
But then anyone with DRS behind you can just zoom in,
Mm-hmm.
get ahead
Yeah.
on the big long straight, and then use it again to defend going
Yeah.
into turns 4 and 5. So yeah, it's
ETX
all
John,
right.
thanks for the
At the same
rose.
time,
Yeah, that's way more of a comprehensive answer than I expected. DC, I was just gonna say that I hate the track. It doesn't agree with me. I never choose to race it. Actually, to be honest, the last time I raced at Mexico during live stream, it wasn't too bad. I think the thing is that you have to just make sure you're very careful, make sure you hit the apexes, make sure you're not too hard on the throttle, and like, you know, you really have to be on point when you're racing this track, I feel like. Compared to some of the other ones where I feel like you could really just like power through it. I feel like this is kind of like a finesse track, in my opinion.
definitely in Sector 2, it's about finesse and being careful, gentle on your tires, because Sector 2 alone
Mm-hmm.
can ruin your strategy.
Yes. Jax, setup cost, around 5-6K minus the PC. All right, good luck, everyone. One shot qualifying. All right, we are currently watching Toffee, which I think is a good start. I think he definitely has a really good shot at being up there. I know some people really like playing games here, so there might be some last to first attempts in this lobby. Let's see, who else should we watch here? Who else usually has a really good shot? Yeah, let's see what Light is doing here.
What tire is like
Looks very clean. Cardo, what's up? How's it going? We're doing league tonight, so we're spectating and DC and I are commentating. We're doing qualifying. We're doing one-shot qualifying for our league, so we're just waiting to see where the drivers line up for the race. Okay, Light by a pretty decent margin, actually. But I'm not shocked, right? Light is a beast. He can win every one of these, potentially, if he really wanted to. Okay, so after qualifying, we have Light up by 0.7, almost 0.8, which is a pretty great,
Not even
pretty
close.
good margin, yeah, with I'm Vexen, Ethan, UW, and Fever round out the top 5. Fever in the top 5, that's very impressive, right, TC?
That's a good look. I think I was kind of watching his stream as well, and the lap time looked clean.
Good.
Lap looked clean.
Yeah.
And yeah, you see him fifth.
LMCF, thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. Yeah, we have a lot of US based players, but you know, I wouldn't mind expanding. We are an international stream, so. No, I will. Altheniel is from Australia, at least, so there's that. JR, nope, not racing this one. Altheniel and I are more or less splitting the races this season, just to allow folks to watch some of the good players or some of the good racers that are in league. You know, so after this league is over, I'm going to hop back into open lobby and continue the stream as it usually is. It'll obviously be in a shortened one, since this will be taking a decent amount of time, but. All right, let's see what happens in the front of the pack. Light, I'm Vexen. Seems like Light got a decent start, but so did I'm Vexen. Now into the first corner, and Light still has it, but it looks like I'm Vexen had a pretty, all right. It looks like everyone kind of fell into place there.
Oh, we got a spinner at the back. We got at least 2 spun at the back.
Oh no,
So
okay.
Baker examined.
Oh, Baker looks like he got caught off.
Off-road as well.
That's unfortunate.
There's a damage front wing as well for Baker.
Love to see how Examined is doing. It looks like, oh,
Oh, that's examined and Aqua.
yeah. All right, let's flip back to the
Okay.
front and see how everyone's doing. Okay, looks like Eltheniel got a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. I'm guessing those are for track limit violations. Oh no! Ethan Hunt spun out and has dropped down to disqualified. He looks like he might be out. That is not good for Red Bull. As I said earlier, Red Bull is at the very bottom from a constructor's perspective, so hopefully Fever can pick up some solid points here and remain in the top 5. GRX, thanks for the follow. Appreciate it.
A lot of cars in the pit lane.
Oh, yeah. A
Oh,
lot of cars decide to go in the pit lane. It looks like Light and I'm Vexen have kind of pulled away from the rest of the pack as well. B-Dot got a 10-second penalty for a collision with Toffee. I'm sure that's something that we are going to review after the race. I'm sure.
There's a few penalties already.
Oh, and look. It looks like we got a safety car, right?
Kill safety cars, what I heard.
It seems like everyone's slowing down, at least, right?
Yeah. It looks pretty tame.
All right. Well,
And
I
now
guess
we have one safety car.
the increased safety car has worked. Hopefully it's not one extreme to the other. So just to give everyone some background, before the previous 4 or 5 weeks, we've had safety car on standard and had no safety cars, despite there being a lot of scenarios where it could have came out. So we bumped it up to
Here we
increased.
go, turn 1.
Oh
Turn
yeah,
1.
look. Oh yeah,
There's
yeah.
the
You're
rock.
right. Back to
This is
action.
side by side. Alright.
Nice. Nice
Vexen in the
overtake
lead.
there by Vexen.
Vexen in the lead. They've got nearly 2 seconds to Young Will in third. Eva 4.
Fizz Nasty, thanks for the
Gray
follow.
right behind.
Antonio, thanks for the heart. Appreciate it.
Toffee in 6, and then it's Dylan.
Yeah, let's see
Second
where
behind.
there's.
Diamond and Steel.
Yeah, I'm trying to see where there's some other action here. It seems like there's definitely some gaps forming. Looks like 1 and 2 is going to be tight, and I'm sure they'll be competing through the rest of the race. From there, Young Will, Fever, kind of a little bit spaced apart. But Gray is catching up to Fever right now, so let's maybe see what's going on here.
Yeah, also want to have a look as well, but maybe in a bit to see how Examined and Steel are doing. These are the first races in the league.
Yeah.
Both got penalties, but
Yes, yep. It looks like B-Dot, Examine, Altheniel, SEAL Team, Viz, and Baker all have penalties, which I, frankly, considering this track, I'm actually surprised that it's only that many.
I've still got 21 laps to go.
Yes, that's true. The race is still very young.
Adam Stick went into the pit and had their pit stop.
Oh, yep. I see Viz went into the pits. All right, let's check back in with Light and I'm Vexen. Wendell Johnson, I raced some of the league races, but this time I'm spectating. I'm showing everyone the quality of everyone else that's in the league. Boxcar Billy, thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. Twinspired. Thanks for the follow. Ooh, Light is very close to Vexen. I think this next long straight coming up, I feel like there's probably going to be an overtake here. Let's see.
Yeah, very close. And the
Yes.
DRS is almost going to make it an
Yeah.
inevitability.
I'd
The light
say, yep.
Oh, they might
Yeah.
stay kind of side by side, but I take the racing line. I take the lead as well into turns 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah, great job. I think that they're
they're
just
driving
going to be
away.
exchanging spots throughout the entire race, is my prediction.
If they stick with each other within those seconds, then they probably be doing exactly that.
Yeah.
They're driving a gap of about, it looks maybe it's about 2 seconds a lap faster than everyone else.
Yeah.
So you can already look and see that these two will be in for the win.
And also, just checking in, I see Fever is in the third spot now. I'm not sure what happened, but it looks like he hopped a couple places. Maybe there were maybe people went into the pits potentially, or maybe they were just overtakes. Maybe we just missed it. But
He started 4th, and I think he was about 5th.
yes.
Started 5th.
Mm-hmm.
I think he was 6th after lap 1.
Yeah.
He's made a couple of positions, and up to 3rd right now, with Gray right behind. Looking good for Sauber right now, 4th and 5th.
Yeah, and it looks like Gray will be well within DRS for this long straight, so we'll see if they can make the move on Fever. I know Fever is not afraid of defending, so we'll see what happens here.
Nice
Oh,
right
and
away, actually.
in fact,
Gapping some more.
Fever must have been saving some ERS for the long straight, because if anything, it seems like Gray lost some time through that straight. Maybe he didn't have a very good exit to that last corner, potentially.
I've been a mix of both, but here he comes.
Oh,
now.
here you go. Here you go.
With the chicane, side by side, they leave in each other's space. Gray make the move.
Yep. Looked like a clean overtake.
People make sure to space for Gray and fight another day.
Yes.
Another lap, I should say.
Yep. And this will be the most amount of points I think Fever would get. So I think that, I think is the best placing that he's going to have through the first 6 weeks. So, I think he should definitely pick and choose his battles. Let's check in on...
He's been there and thereabouts. And, well, he's heading for a podium. So
Yes.
this could and could be.
And I'm checking in on Dylan, who's 0.7 away from Toffee and going into the long straight again. So we'll see.
At some point, apparently, there's going to be some sort of weather change. Is that right?
That is correct. We're looking at the radar right
rain
now, and it
rain.
does seem like there's some rain clouds that are coming that will be over the track here in, I don't know, give it the next 10 minutes, maybe, approximately. I don't know, maybe even sooner.
Interesting.
That should make things very interesting for the race, I think. This will be the first weather of the league. Surprisingly, we've been blessed with fantastic weather through our first 5 weeks, but, weather is something you have to deal with in F1, so... But certainly something that all these drivers are familiar with, and I could argue some of them actually excel in adverse weather, so I'm really excited to see what happens. All right, let's see where else there is some action. The third through six. Third through 6 is pretty bunched up here. Very exciting.
Yeah, Ray Dillon, Coffee, and Delta. With Examen right behind.
Ooh, that Ferrari and the kick almost touched if they didn't.
A touch, but we're through with, it's like no damage.
Now, I guess the question, DC, is are you going to miss the DRS train for next year?
I'm not gonna miss DRS.
You're not
It
going to
made it
miss it
way
at
too
all,
easy
huh?
for overtake to happen. And I think the MON not gonna be as effective as everyone says, because if everyone is gonna be able to use it, then just offset being used by the driver only behind you.
Yeah.
So you're gonna be able to defend with the same device that the guy behind you is trying to use to overtake you.
Mm-hmm.
Look at this. Oh, and that was a bit of a launch by Dylan.
Yeah, looks like
Looks like he's taken Fever's place. Fever suffered and lost 2 positions.
yeah, Fever lost a few position. That's unfortunate, but he's still close to everyone else, so we'll see what he can do. Looks like Vexen's also
Well,
struggling a little bit with his tires too. I saw, what was it, 37% flash up on the screen?
yeah, just saying that, Grace lost 2 positions on the straight due to him not having DRS and everyone else
Yep.
being able to use it. So it's as easy as that. You might be able to perform well, but it comes down to one part of the circuit, one extremely long straight, and
Mm-hmm.
you lose 2 positions, as in this case. Dylan in third, Toffee fourth, Gray fifth with Fever behind. And Examine keeping pretty much top
Yeah,
five
you
in
know,
his first race.
considering this was a last minute fill in, he's performed very well. It's almost like he knows what he's doing, huh? I'm also impressed with the top 7, really the top 10. There's really hasn't been any penalties at all. It's been very clean racing to a lot of respects.
And hang on, that is an Aston Martin. Okay, that's my laptop.
Is that Examine that we see on the screen?
I don't know, but it's gonna. I just heard that there's rain due in 5 minutes time.
Oh, really? Okay,
Yeah,
so rain
should
in
be
5 minutes,
interesting.
guys. We'll see. I'm very excited to see how this mixes things up a little bit. You already have a really
Yeah, of
tight
course.
pack in the top 10, so, a little bit of rain, it's going to be a lot of fun.
That means rain in 5 minutes. That means that doesn't immediately mean a change of strategy in 5 minutes. And depending on the weather,
Yes.
all will settle on the circuit.
AJ, thanks for the follow. Appreciate it.
It might be a minute until it's necessary to start changing tires.
Yes. It'll make it tough. It depends on how wet it is when it actually starts, whether they can, how long they can actually stay on the slicks. But I imagine they would have to change at some point. So I imagine everyone's thinking about, how they're managing their tires until they have to put the wets on.
Yeah, I mean, most of the field started on the hard tires. Perhaps knowing that it was going to rain
Mm-hmm.
later in the race, so they're going to try and go as long as they can on these hard tires. So that they don't have to switch for another set of dry tires. Just wait until the rain comes along.
Yep. All right, let's see. Like Toffee's very close to Dylan. It's just been 3 through 7 has just been very, very close. Which I feel like we've had very, very close packs here in the league. And
But
the
Brazil
top,
is, I think it was from about, what was it, from 5th to about 10th place? Pretty much within second of each other, or half the race.
mm-hmm.
Which goes to show you not just how bad it is in terms of talent, but how consistent they've been, the drivers, and how clean it's been racing as well.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's no surprise that all the people that are in the top 8 are people that are in the open lobbies every single day, are always competitive in there as well. So
Yeah, and talking about competitive, the first two are almost 18 seconds away from everyone else.
mm,
Dark in the lead halfway in the race, with Vexen only 2 seconds behind. He's hanging close,
yeah, maybe we'll
keeping
check
it by.
in on. Yeah, I mean, we'll see. This is where maybe the rain might mix things up a little bit. I don't know who's stronger in the rain, whether that's Light or Vexen, but I imagine they're both strong. But we'll see if it makes any difference and maybe close up the gap a little bit.
Maybe about it's the time halfway through the race that the tires will start to get tired. Maybe around 40%, even 50% tire wear.
Mm-hmm.
So it will be a case for pretty much all these drivers to be hanging on until the race comes.
Yeah.
Some of these drivers have been saying that they don't want to have to cope with rain, especially at this circuit. But
This is
at
a
this point
very
now, you have to
this is a
manage the
tough
tires,
circuit.
especially.
This is a tough circuit to have rain. There are definitely easier circuits to race in the rain for sure.
I would say I would rather race this race in wet than I would in dry.
Really
I've enjoyed it more at a slow because
interesting.
especially in sector two, I tend to be very greedy on the tires.
Mm,
I mean, I don't really have much regard for tire wear anyway, so I'm usually greedy when it comes into this section where these cars are coming in now. Toffee, Dylan, and with Ray and Sosa behind.
yeah.
These few corners, I'm always very greedy on the tires, and I always go for a two-stop strategy,
Mm-hmm.
only because I can't manage my tire wear.
Yeah.
I refuse to do so, basically. Um, yeah, take a look at
Ooh.
that on the screen.
Yeah. Look,
50,
Vexen
61%
61%
tire
on
wear.
the rear lefts.
Yeah, I'm hearing that there's a bit of rain. Rain has started to fall
Oh
in this
yeah, I
circuit
do
now.
see some rain now. So, oh, and it
All right, in the pits.
looks like Toffee's going ahead and boxing. Same with Vexen as well.
Rain's falling. Vexen was in the pits as well.
So some early
We'll
people
see.
jumping into the pits. I feel like it's probably still
A little
okay for
earlier.
slicks now, but you know,
Yeah, so it's Toffee, Sosa, Pitbull, and Fever
yep, all
in pit.
pitting.
Vexen
Examined.
already had his stuff as well.
Yep. Aqua Snipes also pitting.
Fever's on intermediate tires. I think that might be the choice with some others, but it's probably at the crossover.
Yep. Oh, DC,
And the
your mic
crossover
is
of,
cutting in and out a little bit.
oh, my bad.
Oh no, it's okay.
Be okay for now. Yeah, but at a crossover where the intermediate tires will be getting good, but not at the temperature that they get. And the dry tires are starting to suffer the lack of grip because they're not getting enough traction and adhesion on the
Mm-hmm.
race circuit because the
Yeah.
circuit's starting to get slippy. As you
Yeah.
can see, that's
Yeah, we just witnessed
Fever
Gray kind of slide
pushing right
around
now.
the track. I think it might be around time for everyone to switch tires considering how
It's probably heavy now, getting heavier now.
Yep.
And especially when you've got high tires which are wearing down
Yep.
on becoming even wetter, you're losing seconds.
Yep. It looks like just about everyone is pitted now. From the looks of it.
Yeah, Light, I think Duddy's pit stop, he's come out 4.5 seconds ahead of
Yes.
Vexen, who stopped a lap before.
Yeah. Ooh, I want to go down to see how Punisher's doing. Potato, thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. No, I'm just spectating, Turbo.
So, unless we miss anything, I think everyone has gone into pit, intermediate tires,
Yeah.
and
And it looks like Altheniel
here we go. This is
DQ'd
Ivan.
for speeding in the pits, so that's unfortunate.
Yeah, that might be an accumulation of penalties. Likely,
Yes.
usually get a penalty just for speeding in the pit lane. It's yeah, just to say, you've increased the safety car likelihood. There haven't been many incidents, so been any necessary need for safety cars. Well, for virtual safety cars to come back out.
Yeah. Oh, it looks like Dylan Hatson 3. So
However,
that's another thing too, is that it's going to be penalties because as the track gets wet, people are going to be sliding around. You know, definitely a higher possibility of folks not staying within track limits and accumulating penalties. So that's something I think will factor in to the end
yeah,
results.
there should be a battle we're seeing here. Because this Alfie's coming back into the league, as they say, and with Punisher, Ivan right behind him,
Mm-hmm.
and sticking close. This is for the last position in the point.
Yeah.
As it stands, in 10th, 11 places.
I guess also one thing else to consider is that, you know, when it's wet, there's no DRS, right? So you don't get that benefit of this long straightaway and getting almost an easy overtake.
Yeah, I mean it's not so easy right now, and yeah, Ivan has decided he can't
Yep.
and
Yep.
make
Ivan was almost right behind. Oh, I did see a
That's a
bump there. We'll
hey,
see.
that's a hit. That's yeah, Ivan will should the position back, I should say. But look from that
Yeah.
position, so we
We'll
this will
see
be
if he
costing
does.
him
We'll
off the
see if
race.
he does that. But I feel like you're right. I think that would be that would probably be the right thing to do. But you could also leave it to the FIAs after the race and see what happens. I suppose it's definitely
He'll
something we're
handle it.
noting.
Yeah, although because Examined is in the race, then I don't know if he gets so much of a say tonight. Conflict of interest or something like that.
It does look like, from an impact perspective, it seems like everyone's relatively stayed in the same spots. I think Fever might have dropped down a position or so. Examine, speaking of Examine, I think he's dropped down a few positions since the rain started. But
Yeah, it was 7th, if I'm right. And he's fallen down to I think either 6th or 7th. He's 8th now. Examined was in the top 10. And yeah, he's fallen behind
yeah,
both Williams and Ford in the Haas in 11th.
yeah. Oh, and FYI, guys, for the folks that are watching on live stream, I am going to resume our usual live stream after league is over. So just sit tight if you guys are waiting to join my open lobbies. I'll start after this race is over. So, and sorry, I'm also not answering a ton of the questions either. I'm just trying to do my best job, trying to pay attention to the race, provide decent commentary, and all that. So, but definitely we'll go back to answering everyone's question while not racing very well on track.
Yeah, so it's lap 18, only 7 and this lap to go. It is Light Dog who's driving away about half a second a lap on back then.
DC, thanks for the heart.
At some point. And yep, that's the lock-in for top 2 position. It is Toppy right now. Also right behind him on the screen. And it's 5th, Dylan and Gray in 5th and 6th. Yano, then 5 seconds and 7th. He's close by an 8th. For Snipes on his first race. He's holding 9th naked Ivan behind 10th place.
Yeah.
And it's all Lemons, Jay Noderman in his second race. Baker and Steel Team in his first race as well. Young Will and Viz are the final two drivers a distance behind. It's a tough one. I think the rain has really mixed up with the position so much.
Mm-hmm.
But it definitely adds a dynamic
You know, it
as opposed
definitely
to
it added a dynamic
100%
to it,
race.
but it didn't. I'm not sure if it made things more interesting though. What's your opinion on that? I mean, the pack was definitely closer before it started raining. I feel like people, if anything, have kind of spaced apart now that it started raining.
Well, onto that hot stick there. Also, in the slipstream, a bit of weaving by Toffee on the straight, but his
Yeah,
position also was
again, the
close enough
unfortunate thing
to.
is that by taking the DRS away, we did take away from that easy opportunity for an overtake on the track.
Well, but at least it isn't a very straightforward, easy overtake you would
Mm-hmm.
have on the DRS.
Yeah.
Yeah, in terms of not so much drama. Um, Sometimes racing is like this, where you don't have so much drama. You're not gonna have the mix-up that you would expect.
Yeah.
But
That's
I have to say, a lot of these drivers have been practicing throughout the week on race conditions at Mexico. So they are prepared. They have been prepared with their setups
mm-hmm.
as to how to fine-tune it. And I can say most of the drivers have decided to go for a high downforce setup that
Yep.
would rain anyway.
Yeah, just tuned in with Fever, which again we'll see. I think you have to be very close coming to this straightaway, or really be managing your batteries to get an overtake now on this long straightaway. And it looks like Fever lost a little bit of time going into this last corner and into the straightaway.
Yeah, the important thing with coming out of the last corner is traction. It's such a difficult corner to manage your traction anyway, because you're really eager to get onto the power.
Yeah.
You have to manage the wheel spin, especially a corner in which you're coming out so slowly and it's curved as well. You're barely susceptible with spinning the wheels, obviously, as you're coming out of the corner, and that will cost you. You might lose maybe a few miles per hour coming out of the corner compared to the driver ahead.
Yeah.
That accumulates as you go down the straight, and you might end up losing time instead of gaining
Mm-hmm.
to the slipstream. A lot of the over speeds that you have at the end of the straight determines on how well you manage your traction coming out of the last corner.
Yeah. Yeah, just want to give everyone an update as well that we are at lap 21 of 25 now. 21 laps really flew by, but it does look like Light has a very healthy lead. I don't think that lead is going to be given up before the end of the race. I feel like unless there's a big mistake that's made, I feel like there's a good chance he's got first. Same with Vexen. Big gap between Vexen, also Toffee. It seems like the top three might already be determined at this point, potentially. But again,
Oh, the top two definitely.
yeah, top
Top
two
two
definitely,
definitely. This is Coffee and
and UW.
Sir, who are, yeah, Toffee, Udop, Sosa. And if anything goes a little bit wrong between these two, if they
Mm-hmm.
collide, Dylan is within 2 seconds behind,
Yep.
possibly pole position. Oh, two. Yeah, Gray hanging on. It looks like he might have
Ricky Bobby,
space.
thanks for the follow.
Football's behind him, but he's got a time penalty. So
Ah,
even if
yes.
he was to grab points, yeah,
That's true.
actually, he's right behind him by half a second.
Do you know do you know what the penalty is? Like how many seconds for Toffee?
No, I've got no idea what the penalties have been. I think that could be the race director after the race, but they will come up anyway. If
Yeah.
the penalties are going to be served, they're likely 2 second time penalty. However, it also doesn't matter how many of those time penalties they've got.
Mm-hmm.
Another time penalty they might get is speeding on the entry to the pit lane, which is 10 seconds. So, as you see, DJ Middleman has got 3 second time penalty as most common penalty that you'll get. So we could assume the driver's grid penalties are 2 seconds, but it could be
Oh
more
yeah, let me
depending
go
on
into the
how many.
spectator menu and look at details, position changes. You know, I need to play around with this a little bit more. Put penalties on there.
There you
Let's
go.
keep the penalties. I'm not sure if I like the telemetry.
Duffy's got a 2 second penalty. That'll drop him down. Or if it stays like this, if that stays like this, because Dylan has the 2 second penalty himself.
Car spotter, thanks for the good looking out on that.
Mason asks, "What's your opinion on Lando winning the World Drivers' Championship?"
Oh well, I mean, I good for him. I just wanted someone else besides Max winning. I like some diversity. You know, how do you feel about it, DC?
Well, it's basically it had to be either him or Piastri at the end of the season, from the mid-season to win the championship. It would have been almost a travesty if Verstappen managed to steal
Yes.
the championship off both of them.
No,
parents.
I 100% agree.
Lando and Oscar had pretty much equal performance throughout. There was a little bit more luck, you could say.
Yeah.
Towards Lando, but at the same time, Oscar had a 3-4 races where he was just off form. Those races might be where he looks back and thinks that's how he lost the championship.
Yeah, and
Either
when it comes down to it, if you're, you know, as a constructor, if you're winning by, what was it? What did McLaren end up winning? What was the gap from a constructor perspective? It was over 300 points.
Yeah, he was.
The fact that I don't know what, like, historically has been the case, but I'd imagine that would have been up there for like gap in constructor standings, and not having a winning driver would be pretty astonishing. I don't know if there has been one in the past that had that much of a gap.
Yeah, I can't remember another case of that happening. Yeah. Back to the race though. Final 2 laps of the race, and it's Light leading and driving away.
Yep, Light is driving away with it. Vexen is driving away with it in second place. So really comes down to maybe Toffee's 6 seconds. So that would really drop him down to what, 5th place? With UW and Dylan.
This is three-way battle right now. Three-way battle, which if the wasn't one of the drivers have penalties, a shootout for us on the podium. But as it stands, Toffee's 6 second penalty will drop him to 5th, and Rose the Flores will be on the podium.
Yeah. Again, we'll see. We'll see what those 6 seconds are. But yeah, as it stands, I guess the thing is, I don't know. Do you do the team play, or does Dylan want to maybe potentially get that podium, knowing that Toffee's gonna drop down, and it's really gonna be a battle between the two teammates on who's gonna be sitting on the podium or standing on the podium at the end.
I think as it stands, Dylan might as well. It would make sense for Dylan to go ahead of Sousa.
Yeah.
Try and take up, because well, you never know what might happen. There might be an accident between any of the drivers.
Yeah, that's true. I actually completely ignored the fact that Dylan has a 3-second penalty too. So
Yeah. And as it stands, it's Scott Ferrari fights with Dylan and Rosberg as the race comes to an end. So Light is, I think, is towards the end of the
yeah,
circuit right
should
now.
we?
Here he is.
Yep, Light is the winner.
And
Good
Rob-
work, Light.
there we
Vexen is
go.
also coming around the
Light
last corner and
with a
crossing line in
excellent
second.
drive-away win.
Very good job there. And
So
Toffee's
Light
pulling away a little
first.
bit.
Right 6 seconds. Yeah, Toffee trying to do what he can, but it won't. Might be enough. The last lap. He's put away by
And it looks like Fever got a
Fever.
last lap 3-second penalty too, so that's going to accumulate onto it.
all right.
Okay,
Toffee's
so looks like top 3 Light in first, Vexen second, UW third, and Dylan in fourth. And Toffee drops down to fifth with the 6-second penalty. That's unfortunate. And then Gray 6, Pitbull 7, Fever 8, and Ivan Punisher 9, and then OXBS in 10th. Maybe. Oh, wait, actually,
I think he's
it'll probably be examined.
yeah, there it goes. And examined on his debut race.
Yeah.
Point.
His debut race, getting points. Good work from Examine. All right, well, that was very exciting. I'd say from a race perspective, it was very exciting in the beginning. There was a lot of close racing going on. A lot of clean racing too. Nothing too crazy. I think there was maybe some some contact at the first corner, but in the front it seemed like it was very clean. Aside from what I imagine are probably just track limit penalties, but and I think the rain, obviously, it mixed things up a little bit, but I think overall it was a very exciting race. How do you feel, DC? Okay, all right. Well, that was a ton of fun, guys. So again, this was week 6 of our league. Our leagues are usually every Sunday. If anyone's interested, join my Discord first. There's a channel called Apply to Join on my Discord channel. Go there, fill out the form. We can use plenty of the drivers, like reserve drivers, for anyone that's not able to join. And then also we'd be able to get a good head count for potential Division 2, doing 2 separate leagues in Season 2. So if anyone's interested, feel free. All right, DC. Well, it was fun. We'll do this, not the next track, but the track after that. We'll do this commentating again. So I'll open up the lobby to everyone now. Just back to normal programming. So appreciate it, DC. All right. All right, I'm going to create a new session, guys. This is going to be our usual open lobby. Also, sorry again for not answering everyone's messages like I usually would. Just try to focus on league and providing commentary and, putting some focus into that. But opening up to open lobby now. And Bubs, yeah, congratulations, P1. I mean, I don't think anyone that's used to my live streams would be surprised by that result, to be honest. But dominant finish. Also, no safety car. Again, very interesting. Despite it being an increased setting. All right, guys, it's 10 o'clock, which means I'm probably only going to be on for the next hour and a half. So let's get to it. What tracks do you guys want to see? Baku? All right, let's do Baku. Let's do it. All right, what else do you want to see? Spa? Sure. What's another one? We'll do maybe one more. Singapore. All right. Arthur, thanks for the follow. All right. Sharpie is going to have to leave. All right. It's going to be, well, we did Singapore and Canada pretty recently, but let's just do Singapore. All right, cool. We will start with our usual 5-lapper to let folks an opportunity to sort of shuffle in. This is, I actually got this from, I don't know if you're from the States, Pickle Master, but I got this from Micro Center. Micro Center actually has a pretty decent inventory of at least Moza products, but I know they have a ton of Fanatec stuff too, and some other brands. But from like a big box store perspective, I feel like Micro Center might be, at least from my area, probably one of the better stores that has the most amount of inventory. Zach, what's up, man? How are you feeling today? I'll be honest, felt not super fresh this morning, but powered through it with lots of electrolytes and liver pills. Sneaky Daniel, thanks for the I'm ready. Thanks for the TikTok, and thanks for some more I'm readies. Appreciate it. Oh, and some hearts. Thank you so much, Daniel. We just finished, and some Fest Pops. Thank you, thank you. And some GGs. Thank you very much, Sneaky Daniel. All right, well, for the sake of time, let's go ahead and ready up. I know it's not a full lobby, but let's go ahead and just ready up. It's just a 5-lapper. Anyone else that wants to join can join in 8 minutes. Well, Zach, I don't know if you spent some time outside today, but that will sober you up really fast. I looked at the weather here in Maryland right before I started streaming, and it said that it was 13 degrees. And it was 3 degrees with wind chill. So, yikes. Oh, you're in Belgium. Nice. It is 10 o'clock p.m. over here. Wow, you got 6 inches of snow in New York. Wow. Well, that's expected, though. You New Yorkers are real resilient with the snow. Yeah, tomorrow's going to be rough. I think I'm probably going to go into the office tomorrow. I wasn't originally planning it, but I think I have to work from home on Tuesday, so. Toffee, I wasn't aware that that was a tactic. Wow. Should have been like, Sam, are you alive in there? That's so funny. Well, you know, single guy, no kids. He could just sleep in as long as he wants, you know? Oh yeah, Sharpie's behind me. From the sound of it, it seems like he's doing his usual pretending to murder my dog while also cleaning him. Oh yeah, that's right. I didn't let's see if I can squeeze this in before the race starts. Oh, there you go. I did. Cool. All right. Cool. Yeah, Sharpie's awesome, honestly. Best cat ever. Sorry, D-Force.
I'm afraid you've been given a time penalty for that last incident.
No, that's fair. I feel like every single time I like the first race, first time I hit that brake pedal, I'm always like, it's so hard. I forget how hard I have to actually press this brake pedal. So that's my excuse for ramming into the guy ahead of me. Sincere apologies to D-Force.
Yellow flag.
Oh. Oh, Mal, how's it going? Were you able to catch league racing today?
We can now use DRS. DRS now available.
Number 12, thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. I literally just noticed you now. Sorry. Really? You've been here since the start? Dude, I've been ignoring that chat during league race. I felt really bad, and it felt weird, too. Ignoring the chat. Lots of guilt.
Come on, you can win that place back.
Yeah, I think I agree. I think Cadillac will be somewhere in the bottom. I don't know if it'll be bottom 2, but definitely bottom 5 for sure. The thing is, like, building an F1 car is hard, and like for a fresh team to just come in and say, yeah, I got this figured out, I think it's almost impossible. So Checa has less of a chance to win than Colapinto? Maybe, I don't know, maybe. I heard that Alpine started their 2026 development very early in the season, so. Oh. Uh-oh.
Green flag.
Oh, you're discussing 2026 predictions? Okay. I think Aston's going to be up there. I've said that over the last couple streams, but with the personnel that they have and the facilities that they have, I think they have the right tools.
You might experience some understeer now that you're in the wake of the car ahead. Try to get past as soon as possible.
I think they just need a driver talent upgrade now. And by that I mean Lance Stroll. Even Alonso, like, he's great, but he's old. But no, fair. Alpine is bad. Alpine will be bad. Haas will be bad. Cadillac will be bad. Who else is definitely going to be bad? I think those are definitely like sure things. Ferrari will be the worst? Wow. That's a very bold thing to say. Especially in a live streaming chat. That's like fighting words. But no, I mean, I went through this rant before. Ferrari is, I don't know, they just feel like they can just keep like messing around and making mistakes. Like, teams nowadays to win a constructors, you have to like almost be perfect.
Okay, clear.
And Ferrari just doesn't have that in them. Like, I feel like they're not even setting that bar for themselves. I don't know. It doesn't feel like it. Alonso top 5. Maybe. Again, I think Aston's going to be good. And I think Alonso, because give it, what was it, a few years back when Aston was pretty decent. At least in the first half of the season, I think Aston was really good.
Okay,
Alonso was up
final
there.
lap. Let's go. Final lap.
It was very exciting
Gap
stuff.
to your teammate behind. 6.6 seconds.
I think if you give Alonso a good car, I think he has a chance. I don't think he'll win, but I think he'll have a chance. Russell versus Lando title fight next year. That would be pretty amazing. I've always been a big fan of George Russell. I think he deserves to at least be in the mix. And you know what? George does not seem like the type that would fold under the pressure either. He's another one of those like real cool characters that, you know, if it came down to the last race of the season, I think George, I mean, you could, it's hard to not put money on George if it comes down to the last season. It's between him and anyone else. He's just very calm, collected, very sure of himself, very confident in his driving, you know. Kimi will be top 4. That's bold. I think the only way Kimi is top 4 is if Mercedes has such a dominant car. And then if Kimi's 4, then I think George wins by a mile. That's what I think. Albon top 3 would be interesting. I'd love to see Williams have a little bit more success than they've had over the last... Man, how long has it been? Like a decade? Williams will be second in constructors. That's bold. That's bold. I'd love to see it. I'd love to be wrong and say that they're not, and they actually being good. I want to see Williams back up there.
So let's look at it in the data.
And of course, Max will be up there no matter what. Like, as long as Red Bull produces a top 10 car, not a top 10 car, that's silly. A top 5 car, I think that he has a chance. Parker, this is the Moza Vision GS wheel. And I have the Moza CRP2 pedals, the load cell pedals. Ah, Fever, good work. George, world champion, Kimi, top 4. I would not be mad at that. Although I wonder how everyone else would feel. I mean, I generally like Mercedes, so I'm okay with that sort of result. But I imagine there's a lot of people that are still getting that residual fatigue over, Lewis's dominance and Mercedes' just overall dominance over the last, 15 years. Do I use soft or hard springs for the CRPs? I use the hard springs. Well, they're not really like springs; they're like discs almost. So with the CRP2 pedals, so there's like a tube, right? And then you can put in different discs. And I think you can fit up to, I think you fit 6 discs, and you're given like a series of different stiffness of those discs. And I guess you can kind of stack them as you wish, right? So like if you put the hard discs in first, then I think your initial braking is stiffer. But nonetheless, I have them all fairly hard. I don't remember what exact discs they are, but I have not really tried VR F1. I had my brother-in-law I think it might have been F124, where my brother-in-law, while I was over at his place, he had an Oculus and he connected it to his laptop, and I tried using it with like a controller, but I haven't tried it other than that. It does seem like it'd be fun. I love Brazil. Do I love Brazil? From a race perspective, I am warming up to Brazil. If you would have asked me 6 months ago, I would have said Brazil is probably one of my least favorite, but I'm okay with Brazil now. Setup cost 5 to 6K roughly minus the PC, so you're talking like 2K for the rig, and then 2K for the wheelbase, pedals, that sort of stuff, and then 1K for the monitor. Yeah, I think Sainz will definitely be strong. I mean, if Williams can give him a half-decent car, I think that Sainz will be good. But again, it was a close one between Albon and Sainz, and I think Albon technically outscored Sainz, right? So I think a lot of people discount Alex, but he's not bad, guys. Do I think Red Bull will produce a good car? I think that Red Bull is a strong team, and because they're a strong team, I think they always have a chance. And it'd be tough to say that they won't have a good car, but there's a lot of factors, right? Adrian Newey left the team. He was kind of like the mastermind of the cars over the last whatever many decades. They're changing engine suppliers from Honda to Ford. I'm going to be biased with this opinion, but Honda's awesome. They're Japanese, and they've been around for a while. Ford hasn't been. So we'll see what the result of that is, but I wouldn't be surprised if there's a little bit of growing pains with a power unit perspective with Ford. Although one thing I will say is that I think Helmut Marko leaving is probably a benefit, because he was going a little off the rails over the last few years. He was just doing whatever the hell he wanted, and especially from a driving perspective, I feel like he played a big part in the crazy second driver scenarios and situations that was happening at Red Bull. Ooh, I didn't change the thing. I guess this is going to be another 5-lapper. Sorry, guys. I forgot to change it. I saw a clip of the Honda engine. It sounded pretty good. I don't know. I don't think it sounded that different, right, guys? Or yeah, I think Max will stay. Well, obviously, he's going to stay this year. He's going to see which team has it figured out, and then he's going to go to that team for 2027. That's my prediction. Which I think will put people in very difficult positions, right? Like, I don't know how many of the Max fans are Max fans because they're also Red Bull fans, or if Max leaves, are they now just going to be a fan of whatever team Max is on, or are they going to keep supporting Red Bull, or, you know, what's that dynamic and situation going to really look like? Oh, I think if Max becomes available, every team is going to go for him. And they're just going to throw money at this guy.
Okay, DRS is now available.
As much as I am a kind of a Max hater, I wouldn't mind seeing him in a Mercedes just to see what that looks like.
Okay, focus. We need to stay on form.
That was a crazy crash, guys. Save that one for later. Oh! I'm surprised I semi kept it together, to be honest with you. Oh, are they dropping the Japan livery in the game? Oh, Paz, definitely, for sure.
Yellow flag.
I definitely need a turn briefing back on. It just doesn't work for open lobby, you know? There's just way too many, like, random people in here. It just doesn't work. My favorite track is actually this one. So really, I have two different, distinct tracks that I like. One are tracks that I only like because I perform halfway decent at them. Oh!
So your ERS is running a bit low. Look at
Yikes.
changing your ERS mode in the MFD for a more conservative burn rate. Or you might want to
Okay.
try some lifting or
Is
gentle
it just me, or
braking
did
to
that car
recharge.
just seem like it came out of nowhere? I don't know. I don't know, Puddle. It felt like the other guy was Asian driving. Why was he driving? Why was he going 10 miles an hour in the middle of the track? Oh, 814, you're all good, man. But you're right, Mexico is a tough track to start league racing. Colton, thanks for the follow, appreciate it. Oh, YouTube is acting up? YouTube Live? Alright, I'll have to look into that. Something with my OBS has been acting up, and I'm not really... Oh, Jesus Christ.
Okay, clear.
Alright, well, I reacted fine that time.
Caution, caution.
Huddle, thanks for the follow. I honestly probably Spa. Spa's probably my favorite. Spa is like a unique situation where it's a track that I would like anyways, but I also think I
Okay, gap to the car in
do
front,
halfway decent
4.6
at Spa
seconds.
usually as well. Probably the only other one that kind of fits that category is probably Imola. Imola is a track that I love watching in real life, but I also race halfway decent at that track too, so those are probably my top two
Don't
at this
worry
point.
if the car behind tries to overtake you. They've got a time penalty. It'll come back to us.
And then there's tracks that I like watching, but I'm not very good at racing. So those would be ones like Suzuka, Silverstone. Those are the ones I'd categorize as ones that I like the idea of racing. And then there's tracks that I wouldn't really like for any other reason besides the fact that I'm fairly decent at it. And those would be ones like Qatar, Australia, Spain. Those are ones that are like particularly special in real life, but I really enjoy racing them because I usually do halfway decent. Oh yeah, Noah, if you want to join, feel free. It's after this race is over, I'll see if there are any random people in the lobby, and I'll kick them to make room. Oh yeah, Canada's one where I'm a little bit indifferent about Canada, but Canada's good. I like Canada. I don't hate Canada. How about that? Oh yeah, Jeddah. Oh, you think Jeddah is buns? I don't know. I like Jeddah. I definitely wish I was better at Jeddah, that's for sure. Mr. Lizard, thanks for the follow, appreciate it. What are we doing next? That's a good question. Are we doing Brazil? Hey, appreciate the follow. I can't read that. I know that's Japanese, but I can't read it. Oh yeah, the Mozavision GS. Well, that one was my fault. I turned into that guy. Kendrick Meyer, appreciate the follow. How about Monaco? Oh yeah, that's right. We're doing Singapore next. Yeah, that's right. Monaco, I don't really like racing at all. And I don't particularly like watching it. So I probably put that near the bottom. I'm also not a big fan of Mexico either. Very difficult track to race. I guess watching it is fine, so. All right, sounds good, Noah. Yeah, anyone else that wants to join, it's an open lobby, so anyone, feel free. I think there's probably a bunch of randos in here anyways. Just make sure you add me as a friend on EA too, because the first thing that I check once the lobby opens up is I check to see if you're an EA friend.